Hello friends, welcome to next session on RHCSA certification series session 13, managing text files in Linux. We are in part 3 section 3, fundamental command line skills, where we have 6 lectures. We are on third lecture in the series, total 10 sections with around 40 lectures. This is lecture 13, managing text files in Linux, this session. Agenda of the session is plain text files in Linux, commands to read text streams, less and more commands, commands to process text streams, the grep command, special characters in regular expressions, the diff command, wc command, scd, awk, GUI Editor, and creating new user without using adduser command or useradd command, and text files in the GUI. This is what you will learn with demonstration hands-on. Plain text files in Linux. Linux and Unix operating systems are typically managed through plain text files, no formatting, no binary format. Editors such as Microsoft Word either save files in binary format or change the encoding. Unless text files are preserved in their original format, changes that are made to these files can render a Linux system unbootable. Linux commands have been set up to manage text files as stream of data. Commands to read text streams. Linux commands are designed to read text files. To identify the type of files, you can use file command itself. Cat command will display the content of the file. Less and more, less will display larger text file with scrollable text on the screen. More command will also work same way. So larger file require utilities that can help you scroll through the file text. These utilities are known as pagers, and the most common are more and less. These two are pagers. For example, you can type more followed by file name, scroll through the text file one screen at a time. Less commands scroll in both directions with page up, page down and arrow keys, like less where log messages. Let's look at file, cat, more, less, these commands with example. So I'm working in my home directory. First command is to see what all files I have and verify the kind of file I have with file command. File, and I use this file name to check what kind of file it is. And that will tell me it is a ASCII text file. What about this file? MySQL.sh. This also ASCII executable file. So file command will tell you what kind of file the file itself is. Like if you type file /user/bin/passwd. So this is basically 64-bit LSB shared object, and this is an interpreter dynamically linked. So you will get a comprehensive details about the file using file command. That's how file works. Now cat command, cat anaconda-ks.cfg will display the content of the file. The problem is it will display the content and return back the prompt. If you want to see scroll up the content, you have to use the scroll bar, and this is not a pager command. However, you want to use scroll through page at a time, you can use more command or the pager command, which will allow you to scroll through. Alright, but you cannot scroll up, you can only scroll down with enter key. So you see the content page wise, you can scroll only down, not scroll up, Q to quit. But if you use less command, you can use in both direction, up or down. Now you are using going down, you can scroll up. So both way you can search with less command. So therefore people prefer less command. However, if you want to scroll only down, you can use more command. Choice is yours. Another interesting point about less command is it can use it can be used to see the compressed file as well. User share doc man, and I just want to see man pages, and here I want to specify a file name. Let me see some file name. Okay, user share man. No, I don't want user share man. Yes, man. And here you see the different manual pages are there. So let's say man 1, and under that I have a file. There are so many files are there. So let me see any file that start with the PA. Oh my god, there are so many files. Let me search the man itself. Yes, good. I got finally man.1.gz. So this is a compressed file man.1.gz, and I can use less command to scroll to this file. So I can use this command, the less command, to scroll through the file even if the file is compressed. That's the advantage of using the less command. So less can navigate through compressed files, less can navigate through normal files. You can use slash, that is forward slash, and question mark to search forward or backward through the file. For example, to search forward in the file which you have opened using less command, you can use slash followed by what you want to search. To search in the reverse direction or backward, you can use question mark. The less command can also read files that are compressed. I just explained. User share man1 directory, and there are a lot of files, and we use like cat.1.gz. You could use less followed by the complete exec file name or man cat. Virtually these two commands are equivalent. Commands to process text streams. A text stream is the movement of data. For example, cat followed by file name command streams the data from file name to the terminal. That's how it takes the data, is make the data flow from the file to the terminal. Linux include simple, absolutely simple commands to help you search, check, or sort the contents of a file. There are special files that contain other files. These are known as tarballs. We call them as containers or tarballs. Tarballs are a common way to distribute Linux packages. Packages are normally distributed in a compressed format with the format .tar.gz or .tzz file extension, consolidated as a package in a single file. The grep command is a pager. Let me demonstrate with example. That makes a lot of sense. So it is better to demonstrate with example. So let's talk about the grep command. Grep, I want to grab the term sangwan. Make it a habit of putting the expression in single quote /etc/passwd. This will grab if this file has the term sangwan. Let's say grep bash in etc/passwd. If I want to grab something else, I can use that also. And interestingly, if I want to grab with more options, like I'm specifying this beginning of the line, that's how I read it also. Beginning of the line followed by caret symbol is negation, not hash, no hash, means beginning of the line not starting with hash followed by any number of characters, and any characters means star /etc/ let's say any example I can take crony. crony.conf. So this will show only the, oh, I missed a -o switch, that is for negation. Show me the only the line that matches the pattern. So this will show me only the lines that are not commented, and commented lines are not shown. So this is a very interesting option. If you want to see with case insensitive, you can use -i, that will show you case insensitive search also, -i. If you want to search the line that end with ny, for example, in the same file, you can specify a line that ends with, so for example, followed by any character ny dollar. So any line that's not start with hash and but followed by n, followed by y, followed by end of the line. Dollar means end of the line. So there's only one line that ends with crony. Similarly, if you want all the files that start with L, you can use caret symbol L. So line that end with, that start with L, followed by any character, any number of characters, and that will show you those lines, that the line that start with L, followed by any character or any number of characters. But I missed dot here. Dot represents a single character, so I have to type that also. So the line that have beginning of the line is basically caret symbol. Anywhere L followed by in between any character, and that end with that special character, let's say Y. So Y. So that display that line. So basically this grep command works wildcards with wildcards, and where you can specify the pattern matching. So basically this is a pattern matching command. So you can use regular expression with grep command. Regular expression provide powerful way to specify complete search patterns. If you want to meta character to lose its special meaning and to be taken literally, you can proceed it by backslash. To make the search case insensitive, you can use -i, and I demonstrated this particular example. The special characters in the regular expressions are these: dot, meaning any single character, often used with the multiplier. Star is the multiplier, or plus is the multiplier. Question mark is the multiplier. Square bracket, any single character given within the square bracket, but they should be in ascending order. If you want to specify a range like A to Z, you can write A-Z, but not Z-A. Reverse will not work. Question mark, match the preceding element 0 or 1 time. That means single character. If you want 0 or 1 time, you can use dot question mark. Plus means 1 or more times. Question mark means 0 or 1. So remember, 0 or 1 question mark, 1 or more plus sign. Space, nothing here, space. It matches the preceding element 0 or more times. For example, if you say J-O, A to Z, any single character, but there is a space here followed by N. That means any the line or the word that start with J-O followed by any character 0 or more times, which means J-O, then A-N, J-O-N, J-O-H-N. So J-O is compulsory in between any character or no character, because 0 means no character. So J-O followed by 0 number of extra character and followed by N. J-O followed by a single character A followed by N. J-O followed by a single character H followed by N. That's how we can match the space. So that's how space matches. Caret symbol matches the beginning of the line. Dollar matches the end of the line. The diff command is used to find the difference between the files. For example, the following command identify the differences between the file ifcfg ets0 will verify with example. The diff command. Let's first make a copy of the file. cp. In fact, let's copy the file etc passwd, etc passwd at this location. And now let's modify the file passwd here. Delete some of the line. So to delete the lines, I can use 5dd. Some of the lines are deleted. and I make changes into this line also, I'm removing the spelling. I'm typing S and saving the file. Now diff /etc/passwd, then passwd in the current directory. It will tell you the difference. You see that difference here. These 5 lines are removed and this line is different, other than the single character S is missing. So this way diff command will tell you the difference in the files. So it is used to compare the content of 2 files. The wc command will be used to count the lines, words and characters in a file. wc-w will count the words. Let me show you. So wc passwd will count the words, lines, words and characters. If you count only the words, you can use -w. If you count only the lines, you can type -l. If you want to count only characters, you can type -c. SED is the stream editor. This allows you to search for and change specified words or even text streams in a file. For example, to exchanges the first instance of the word Windows with Linux in each line of the file opsys and write the results to the file new opsys, you can use SED, substitute Windows with Linux opsys file, new opsys, right? Opsys. So let's look at these examples easy manner globally, because there's more than one instance of Windows in a line. You can use global or suffix. If there's a single occurrence, you can use without /g. For global, you can use G. Let's verify. Now I want to replace the shell. Let me see the last line of the file, cat passwd. Let me show me there are no logins, right? I want to replace this no login with another shell, let's say ksh. So I can use SED stream editor / that is SS means substitute, and replace this. So in order to use this slash, escape this, I need to use this / to escape, and then substitute it with the same command, but then this time I want to substitute it with cat command, RSH. So /user, then /bin, because I need to escape the character. So I need to use this escape character, which is \. So /bin /user /bin /ksh, and that should work fine the way I expect in passwd file. That should replace SED. There's a typo, sorry. expression unterminated command, substitute. Okay, 1 second. No login. Okay, let me take the simple example. Replace this no login with ksh. I just to demonstrate. Okay, so replace this no login with ksh. Just to take an example. So replace no login with ksh. Yes, I missed that slash here. I should have typed the slash. That was the error I got. And you see everywhere the no login is replaced. But point is, it will display on the terminal. The real file is still unchanged. Let me show you. Real file is still unchanged. So you have to redirect the output in order to make it permanent. So let me verify now with slash, and now it worked. So user bin ksh, it is replaced with that. And if you want to make the changes permanent, you have to redirect it to passwd. Because a stream editor will take the stream one line at a time, make changes and display the output on the terminal. If you want to capture the output, you can replace and you can use output redirection as we learned. So now we can use cat passwd1 to see our changes. So we have replaced no login with /bin/ksh. Similarly, all writable equals yes to convert to all writable equals no globally in samba smb.conf file, and send them to the home directory smb.conf. Then you compare and then you verify. This is a global substitution. So SED, global stream editor, point to be noted. It works in the stream. It change the content, make the changes, and display on the terminal. Awk filter. The awk commands named for its developers. That is Aho, Winberger, and Kernighan. Is more of the full programming language. It works on text files, plain text database files. It can identify lines with a keyword and read out the text from specified columns in that file. The common examples is the etc passwd file. For example, if you want to read the group ID, which is fourth column, so you have to specify column separator, which field separator is -F colon from the file, and print the column number 4 from etc passwd file. For example, this read out the fourth field in the etc passwd for every user with a listing of SYB, which means I want to display the systems or that user, right, with a listing of SYB and print 4. So this makes a very good example. Let me demonstrate this command. So I tried with awk-f colon sy and then print 4, that is field number 4. So if I type any other thing, I can type that also sys. It will display all the system users, field number 4 of system users. So if there is any other thing pattern, you can specify that also, and it is displaying the fourth field from the file. The VI editor, editing text file at the console. The VIM editor, which is a short for VI improved. This can be started with the VI command. While RHCL8 also include more intuitive nano editor, knowledge of VI commands can help you in searching and editing key sections of the text files more quickly. Preferred choice for administrators is still the VI editor. It is one of the most feature-rich and efficient editor available on Linux, every flavor of Linux to be more specific. When you use the VI to open a file, it opens in the command mode. Some of the command starts in insert mode. In command mode, you can do everything to the text file except editing. The option in VI command mode falls into 7 categories. Open a file in VI editor with a command line interface. Search. For a command search, start with / followed by the search pattern. Write. To save your changes, you start with colon. For example, :WQ. Close. To close the VI editor, you can type :Q. Abandon. If you want to abandon any changes, you can type :Q !, which is force. Edit. You can use a number of commands, for example, X to delete the current highlighted character, DW to delete the word, and DD to delete the current line. Let me demonstrate the VI editor. Let me start a file, VI names.txt. I don't have a file. Okay, let me try any other file, mysql.sh, and this is a file. In fact, let me start another file, ls. Do I have a file which have content? Yeah, I can use passwd, vi passwd passwd1, and now I am working in the command mode of my VI editor. I can type any command at this level, but not edit the file directly. For example, to search something, let's say search ksh. So you can simply type / followed by ksh and continue typing that, and it will continue searching that, and it's moving forward, searching in the forward direction. So if you type B, it will search in backward direction. So B, B, and continue searching. So point is, if you want to go to the save and quit the file, you can type WQ. If you want to quit the file without saving, you can type Q exclamation mark, and this is at the bottom of the line that appears at the bottom of the screen, colon. So escape key will take you to the command line, command mode again. If you want to delete, let's say delete 2 lines, you can type 2DD. 2 lines are deleted. If you want to delete one single line, you can type DD. If you want to, that was basically cut command. If you want to paste that command below the current line, you can type simply P. That will put what we use in Windows as paste. Here we call that as put. So DD will delete the line and P will put the line. Now let me show again. DD, small p will put the line below the current line, uppercase P will put the line above the current line. So let me show you once again. YY will yank the line and small p will put the line below the current line, and uppercase P will put the line above the current line. So yank and put. Another interesting feature is multiples. If you want to delete, let's say 5 lines, 5DD will delete 5 lines. So DD will delete, YY will yank, P will put. Now to go to the insert mode, you can type single character small I, and you start typing from here itself. This is the typing. If you want to start typing at the end of the line from the command line, to go back to the command line, you can type escape key. Press escape, you are back in the command line. If you press escape key multiple times, no issues at all, you can do that. That will ensure that you are pressed escape key, you are back in the command mode. To go to the end of the line, you can type uppercase A. That will take you to the insert mode, but at the end of the current line. Similarly, from the current line, if you want to open a new line below the current line from the command line, you can type small o. That will open a new line below the current line. You can start typing there. If you go back to the command line, if you want to open a line above the current line, you can type uppercase O. That will open a new line above the current line. So new line below the current line, new line above the current line, delete a word, you can type DW. Let me go to the escape and go back to the command mode and type DW. That will delete the word. If I want to delete 4 words, I can type 4DW. It works like that. So DD, you will delete the entire line, like 5DW. So this will delete 5 words. So quantifiers can be used with delete, yank, put, or delete, yank, both. Words for W, line can also be used. So this way, to save and quit, you can type escape :WQ. That is the save and quit. So this way you work with the commands with GUI Editor. The Nano Editor, Nano, pass WD. Nano Editor work like same way, but it is more intuitive, and you see the list of commands here. So better to use these commands, like here you see write and write out, caret symbol O, exit, caret symbol X, that is control X. So I type control X, it will take me out. If I want to search or replace something, there is an option for search and replace also. That is caret symbol slash. So I can use control and that backslash, it will search for something like search to replace. So KSH, search it, replace it with no login. Enter. So you want to replace all of them, you can type A. It will replace all of them. All KSH are replaced with no login. So this is how, and caret symbol X, quit. So you want to know means will not abandon the changes, don't save the changes. So that is Nano Editor. So remember, YY copies the line into the buffer, P will put the line from the buffer, and U restore the text from previous changes. Insert. A number of commands allow you to start insert mode, including I, A, O, uppercase A, as I demonstrated. When you finished editing from the insert mode, you can press escape key to return to the command mode. You can then save your changes or abandon them with exit VI. There are several specialized variations on the VI command. Three are VI PW, VI sudo. They will actually added the etc passwd and etc sudo respectively. VI PW-S will add it etc shadow. There are variations. What is the meaning of this? Cron tab is also there. If you use cron tab -e, that will also open the cron tab file in the editor, VI editor only. So VI PW will add the passwd, VI PW-S will open the shadow file. Let us see. VI PW, this will open the passwd file, etc passwd. VI PW-S will open the shadow file. So VI sudo will open the sudoers file. So why this? Why we prefer using VI sudo or VI PW or VI PW-S? The meaning is the advantage is if you make any mistake, if there is any grammatical error left, it will not allow you to save the file. Whereas if you open the file directly in the VI editor and you commit any mistake, it will not allow you to edit the file. It will allow you to save the file, which may result into unbootable system. So it's always suggested that you use the variations or the varied part of the command rather than the actual command. Create a new user without adduser command. So let's create a user with the name Jessica without using useradd command. So what is the meaning of the user? That you will understand with this example. First, you make an entry into etc passwd file. So let's make VI PW. Go to the last line. Make a copy of the line YY and paste it, and then make changes into this line. Go to insert mode, Jessica, and the user ID I want 1001, group ID I want 1001, and the descriptive name I want Jessica, and the home directory for this user I want /home/Jessica, and the shell I want for this user is user bin/bin/bash. This is the shell I want. So I added the file directly. Similarly, VI PW-S. Go to the last line, copy the same line YYP, or instead of that, what you can you can undo that and you can make an entry directly also, Jessica colon, then username. I don't want to specify any username here, so let me put a question mark here. I'll change it later on. And then I may forget the number of fields, so better to copy. I think that makes more sense. So YYP DD, and now I replace it. That makes more sense to me. Jessica, and now I can replace this, and this way I just modified the passwd file. Similarly, I can modify the file with the etc group vi/etc/group where the entries are there. Go to the last line and I copy this YY and I put it here and I change the group ID to 1001. That's what, and the group ID. So group ID created. So three main entries, we call it as password suite. All the three files edited. Now we need to create a home directory for the user. So we can use mkdir /home/Jessica. So home directory is created. We need to copy some files from etc skel that start with dot and copy them to Jessica /home/Jessica. Copy all the files to cp. I typo. That's okay. CP. So copy all the files. So let's verify what all is copied. et/home ls-al/home/Jessica. So only 3 files. I don't see the files copied. So let me copy once again. I put this time star. Let me see, and let's see what is copied. Yes, got it. I got the files now. These are the files which are, but right now there's a problem. Problem is these files must be owned by Jessica user. So let's change the ownership. chown Jessica Jessica /home/Jessica. Of course I need to use -r to make it recursive. Now I verify they should be owned by Jessica user, and the Jessica user is created. Now this user can log in. Jessica, and I'm logged in as Jessica user. I can change my password also. Passwd. So password is also changed. Oh, authentication token error. That's not a problem. So as a super user, I can change the password. Passwd Jessica. So password updated successfully. Now this user is created without adduser command. The same steps are given here. Open the OCI CLI, command line interface of Linux. Login as root user. Use pipwd to open the passwd command. Navigate to the end of the file. Go to the uppercase G also. I use this. Identify the line associated with the regular user. I identified Sangwan. I copy this line using YY and P command, and then I change the user ID, group ID, user comment, home directory, everything. So I made all the changes something like this. Return to the command mode, and then I save the file. Then I edited as a root user. Run the command passwd. So this is how you can use the password of the user. I changed the password of the user, and then every user need a group. So I edited etc group file also GUI Editor in a similar way, and then I also changed the same save the changes with -wq command, and then I copied the files from etc scale directory as well. So after that I changed. So I worked well I created a user without using adduser command by directly modifying. That has given you a good sense, good understanding what is the meaning of user in Linux is. By default, when you run commands such as ed quota or cron tab, associated quota and cron job configuration files are open in the GUI editor. If you absolutely hate VI, there's no reason you should hate. If you are working in Linux, you should not. But however, if that is the case, then you can change the default editor with export editor bin nano. You remember I told you that cron tab, ed quota, when you try these commands, they actually use GUI editor only by default. So if you want to change that, you can make changes. To change the default editor for all users, you have to change the environment variable. Echo export etc environment. So this will change the environment and will change this default user for all the default editor for all users. Edit text files in the GUI. There is a package called gedit. Gedit is installed. You can start it by simply typing gedit. Let me demonstrate GUI editor also. GUI editor also. So gedit is available. This will start the graphical editor. So here you can start typing and save the file. This is a graphical editor. You want to start from here. I don't want to save the file. I want to close it, discard the changes. I can go to applications, and here accessories I can find the editor. This will open the same thing. Accidentally I press something else. Accessories, text editor. Same thing can be started here. This is editor for the GUI mode. That's all for this session. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.